All right, hey guys, let's go over Friday's training and wrap up an awesome month of November and the week 1 out of 3 for our final training cycle. So really week 7 out of 9 for this mesocycle here. We are going over and really working on our CP battery and CP endurance system today. That means these movements are going to be more challenging, where yesterday we were trying to find a load that the workout could be with those dumbbells to be sustainable. Today is going to be one that I expect almost everyone will be breaking up a lot, or it'll be challenging, it'll be heavy. I'm not quite ready to go. Why am I breathing so hard? I haven't done that much work. That type of thing should be happening. So for the beginning, we want good blood flow with CP work and any of them. General warm-up, that's going to be the case always, but helping make sure they know these are going to be heavy. There's going to be challenging movements, whether it's challenging gymnastics or weightlifting or cardio. Good full body blood flow is important. So it's a 100-meter run or shuttle run, depending on weather. You could do a shuttle run inside, or you could obviously row or air bike. Then I want 10 snatch grip PVC RDLs, or just snatch grip deadlifts is fine, into 10 PVC overhead squats, and 30 seconds of hollow flutter kicks, and that'll be helping us kind of just get some warm up and blood flow through our body and kind of some of the core musculature ready for our toes to bar. Now in our specific warm up, the big pieces we're going today obviously are snatching and overhead position, handstand push-up, and toes to bar. So a complicated workout too. So it's wall walks, 3 reps. I want good position, don't just up and down. Get up at the top and really try and extend out. 5 dumbbell hang power snatch each arm. And I want 5 dumbbell overhead squats each arm. So that could be very challenging for people to do. That's too hard, just a front rack dumbbell squat's okay, but try and get them to be there in that dumbbell single arm overhead squat position. We're gonna take 10 minutes here and go over the snatch positions and techniques for part A. And what this is gonna do for us is obviously help give us a little more instruction time. But for part A, it's not gonna be an all-time max snatch. We're looking for something, and the reason we had it is EMOM 10, just one set of this every minute for 10 minutes to intentionally keep the load lighter for them. We're gonna max out here in a couple weeks, that's fine, but we know with snatch, if your technique isn't dialed in, the strength part isn't an issue, right? Most people here aren't gonna go heavy enough to where they're like, oh my God, maybe if it was squat clean and split jerks, you're fried at the end of 10 minutes. You're up to 300 pounds or something super challenging. On a snatch, a lot of people, especially in classes, are gonna be not able to go heavy enough to really light up the light bulb as far as their CNS or their CP ATP output to need to recover too long. So we want it to be focused on technique. So that's how we structured this. It's a snatch extension, and just for our nomenclature, snatch extension is straight arms here. High pull is arms bent. And then you're gonna reset into hang. So we're getting the snatch off the ground, and then into the hang squat snatch. And then they're gonna build up into a tough daily single rep of this. So just plenty of time to get set up, extension, and then into the snatch. And then for fitness, we have a couple options just because there's going to be a lot of variance here in abilities. 3 snatch grip deadlifts into 3 hang power snatches, or I just want for a new person, 3 dumbbell hang power snatch each arm, and you reset every rep. Okay, next week we'll be progressing. We'll add in the full squat snatch, so it goes snatch extension plus hang, reset into a full, right? So they're starting to put those pieces together, and eventually now they have the full snatch and they can go do it really well. So that's the idea for part A. For part B, we have 8 minutes of prep for part B. This is CP endurance, meaning how good can our body recharge our fast energy for high output work with a little bit of aerobic on the front end. And that's meant to get them a little bit of oxygen debt there, so they're feeling it a little bit and have to slow down and do the movements really well, is the idea here. We rode it with a row to start, really just for weather. There's a lot of rowing right now. You see rowing and air bike almost every day, right? And the reason is, well, we don't have running here. We're trying to increase the cardio output on these as we take it out. Then we just have, say for the tester, is just overhead squat, toes to bar, handstand push-up, right? So what you do is you increase the cardio part, makes those movements more challenging. You take that out at the end and make them do them a little easier. So that's the method behind why we're doing that. Here, it's going to be 2 minutes on. They start at the top. You row 150 meters fairly hard. The remaining time, you do an AMRAP of 10 overhead squats from the ground, 10 toes to bar, 10 handstand push-ups. That's the AMRAP. You rest 2 minutes. Start again. You start at the top of rowing again. Boom, row, 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 overhead squat, toes to bar, handstand push-ups. Most people will probably get through about 1 round of those. Let's do the math. Row 150, or if you run 150, it is going to be, let's say that's 30, 40 seconds. And you have 1:20 left. You walk over to the bar, overhead squat, 10 reps. Let's say that takes 20 some seconds. You drop off, we're at a minute, about minute 5, minute 10, you have 10 toes to bar. So that takes 20 some seconds, 25 seconds. You're at a minute 30, minute 40, 10 handstand push-ups, again, about done. So about 1 round is what we're gauging that on. I know some people get through 1.5. That's awesome, but about a round is how you want to start scaling them. Could they get through a round of this at a time through here? And then obviously we can partner people up will be the best way to do this, I think. So we're partners. You go the first 2 minutes and I watch and I help you out, cheer you on, and then you rest your 2 minutes and I go, right? We keep going back and forth with the clock. Every 2 minutes someone's going, and that takes 10 to 12 minutes total here for the final part, and that's training block B, right? As they go through here, they will be challenged, right? If they're good and efficient at these movements, they'll get a pretty good score all the way across. Other people, that maybe this is a very hard CP workout for them, we should see fall off. The fall off won't be because of lactate though, where say we might expect fall off on Fran at the end. That's because lactate. The movements are easy enough, you just can't do them that fast for that time frame, right? You just can't recycle enough fast energy to go. For this one, it won't be, the movements aren't going to be like, oh my God, I thought I was going to throw up. It's going to be like, I couldn't get another handstand push-up. The overhead squats, I just need to break real quick and then go. And that's going to be the idea here. So some people may be on their back. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be challenged by output, which is a good thing for our CP dominant workouts. And that is Friday's training. All right, thanks guys.